We look forward to hearing from Samir. Welcome to the Spiritual Injections, Samir. A warm welcome to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hakeem, for this opportunity to present our company and ourselves. And I welcome you all to Spiritual Injection. Me and Rahul, we work together. Me as a journey in Dubai, it began in 2001. So I'll brief you a little bit about what I have been doing and how I have landed in Dubai. My parents were here. My father was here. He's been working here since more than 40 years and he's never left. And he came with an ideology that I'll work only 5 or 7 years or maybe 10 years, collect enough cash, go back to our country, build, and then, never come back.
Yeah.
But he never left. And then he did the opposite of what he had actually planned. He got us all here, the whole family. And then now we are all settled here. And then even we thought the same, that, okay, we'll move a little bit further down, rather than going back to India, we'll make Dubai as a base and we'll move to UK or US, and make our lives or settle there. And we did try that. Me personally, I did try that. I've lived in the UK for 2 years, but I could never leave Dubai behind, and had to come back and I had to make my life again here. And it's been beautiful since then.
Very good.
So it's a if you think that this is happening only to you, but when you talk to other people and when you hear their experiences, they have gone through the same thing. They have that emotional connect with Dubai. They have that sense of feeling safe in Dubai, and they have not only people who have just stayed in Dubai, but people who have traveled a lot. Even they have this perspective that nothing like Dubai is the best place to live, and sometimes they can't even explain why. But then it's just that they feel it's a feeling. You cannot explain a feeling, So that's what Dubai generates, and you have to visit the country. You have to stay there for a bit. That's when it grows on you. So this is what, in a nutshell, I would say that Dubai does to you. It plays with your mind, it plays with your heart, and then eventually you never leave.
Yeah.
And then you look for opportunities within the country, and to make money, it gives you the opportunity. It's a safety haven. Rules and regulations are tight. There are policies to protect businessmen in terms of, the good thing about Dubai is the rules and regulations are very strong in Dubai, very, very strong. Okay. But the implementation of the law is a little bit, they have kept it a lenient way. So that makes it a beautiful mix, because there are some countries who are on the extreme side, some countries are on the very lenient side, but Dubai is right in between. And, that's what makes it beautiful. Now let's get back to properties. Dubai's main business initially was oil, and small other businesses like travel and tourism. They used to have Dubai shopping festivals where they used to bring brands all over the world, and then they used to present it in Dubai, and they used to have these festivals for 1 month in a year, and people used to come from all over, like China, India, all these places, America, UK, to shop here because they used to get something, a good deal or cheaper stuff or things that they have never seen before. That kind of thing. They started with that, and oil was their main business. In 2004, with a view, there was a huge demand for people who have stayed for more than 20 years, that why don't Dubai give us something, because everybody is living on rent. So people want, wherever they live for too long, they want to have a sense of belonging from that place. So they pitched in the idea that why don't you go for properties that we could buy. That gave Dubai an idea that they could generate a certain different kind of a sector, different kind of income that they had not realized before. So they started building in a very, very, very small area. I could say in a, you can say a 100 million square feet radius, or a 80 million, 8 million or 10 million square feet radius. That was called the Springs in the Meadows. And that's where the first MR came into place. There was a company called MR. The Dubai joined hands with MR, and they made a small development. And believe me or not, in about at a drop of a pin, everything was sold out and absorbed by the market. That's what gave them the initial idea. That was back in 2004. And from there, now there are multiple developers. There are, after Emar, there was Nakheel, there's Dubai Properties, and then finally Sobha. So we have all have our share in the market. We are all shareholders. We are all making different areas. But Sobha, it's what differentiates Sobha Properties is we don't have a very big land bank like MR does or Nakheel does or other developers they do. But we have the best area of Dubai. Now, why we call it best area? Because we call our properties heartland as well, because heart is the center of every city, of a body, right? So our project, the heartland is right in between. So if you want to go to the airport, it is about 10 to 12 minutes drive from the airport, from main airport, terminal 1, 2, and 3. If you want to go to the most prestigious tower in Dubai, which is the Burj Khalifa, it's about 5 minutes away. And then then there are other things like we have a touristic lagoon, we have a harmonious living, malls, everything is at a 5 minutes or a 7 minutes or a 10 minutes drive maximum. Plus, the quality of Sobha is way much ahead than any other developer. Even if you research or you Google it or you ask someone or people who are locally living here, you ask them a question, who provides the best quality in terms of property. So that is Sobha. Now, what I will moving on from the quality part and everything. What we did is we took a piece of land, and what we did is we divided it into two different parts. So one, we did all the villas and the townhouses, and the second part we did it for smaller investors or people who want to have an apartment kind of a lifestyle. So that's what we did in the second part. So we have apartments, we have villas, and then because every community needs some sort of an attraction, some sort of a recreation. So in each building, we have provided facilities like swimming pool, jacuzzis, common areas for people to hang around. Then there is a beach within the community, and then there is a crystal lagoon. So the lagoon, about the crystal lagoon, if I can elaborate a little bit, crystal lagoons are basically elongated swimming pools. They are as large as 10 kilometers. We have already done a job with District 1, where there is a crystal lagoon which is 6 kilometers long. And then there are buildings and there are villas around it, which is already delivered. People are living there. And that same crystal lagoon is continued into our property of Heartland. So this is what it is about Sobha. We have one community now. We'll be coming up with more. And we have extensive payment plans. We have properties where we are selling at because it's going to get ready in the next 3 years. There are some properties which are ready. There are some properties which will get ready in 3 years. So we have payment plans for those who don't want to put their money at once. So they have 6 years time to slowly, start making payments on those properties.